guys are still hanging out with us. I need you to do it like you did for BB last night in the masquerade, though. I need it like more. Let's go. 1, 2, 3. There you go. You guys have a great weekend? Yeah. Awesome. So did we.
They're really awake for a Sunday.
I know. Are you guys still up from before?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, that's why. You just didn't sleep.
Yes. Did you consume the caffeine and the sugar? Oh, mixed responses. Ooh. Pure adrenaline.
They are running on pure adrenaline at this point. From having an amazing weekend, right?
All right, we're going to do a countdown from 3, and then on 1, I need you all to yell your favorite part, okay? 3, 2, 1.
Thanks!
TLDR, all of that.
We do want to bring someone up here with us today.
Yes.
We would like to introduce to you the head of main programming.
Hello.
Welcome.
So, how'd your day go Friday?
Our day Friday went pretty well.
It was good.
Yeah, it was good.
I got to be a sassy poodle.
Yes, I got to be a Disney lizard princess on Friday. So a bunch of us got together and we did fancy human versions of the Disney villain animal sidekicks. So like Joanna from The Rescuers. Yeah, I was Joanna.
Yeah.
I have an egg that has 2,000 rhinestones on it. It is in fact Joanna's egg. It is.
Yeah.
We had the eels.
Yes, the eels.
From The Little Mermaid.
Mm-hmm. Flotsam and Jetsam.
We did.
Yes, I was Georgette from Oliver and Company. Yes, Lucifer from Cinderella. There were so many options.
We had we had Sir Hiss from Robin Hood.
Pain and Panic from Hercules.
Hercules.
That was a good time.
So we did
Bartok.
Fancy villain photo shoot in the fancy Hilton lobby because oh my god, that Hilton. Right?
Yeah.
Right? We also learned on Friday that the Hilton has concierge dogs.
They're so cute.
I was going down the hallway and I was throwing the ball and they were running back with the ball. It was so cute.
We were all trying to pose all serious because we're villains, right? And we're all posing all fancy, and then it's just you hear
Yeah.
and here they come.
And how do you not just
the
go,
group, and we're just puppies. We totally broke character. How do you
I
not?
really hope that the photographers got random candid shots of us just fawning over dogs.
I'm pretty sure Danny probably got shots of us fawning over these puppies because they were so cute.
Yes.
On Friday, we also had the charity ball that's hosted by ECPS, and Milwaukee's parent organization, and that raised for our charity Doyaki, the Japanese Saturday school there here in Milwaukee. $1,640.
Wow.
Great job, guys. Did any of you go to the charity ball? See? That was all your hard work that you put in.
We should have gone to the charity ball as the fancy villain sidekicks. Could have.
And I should point out the Doyaki is all volunteer staffed, so this goes a long way.
Awesome.
Yes,
yeah, that's gonna go a
absolutely.
long way. I always hate when you donate to charity and it's 90% eaten up by fees, and you're like, ugh, but my money.
But when you do it directly,
Yes.
it all gets to go to the charity.
Yeah, and then that can go
amazing.
to their great cause.
And also before that, I slipped off for a little bit to the bad fan fiction panel reading. Did anyone see any of that? I got to talking, and who would like to see a little bit, just a recap of that?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I love me some bad fan fiction.
Come on, guys.
Yeah!
Yes, come up around.
Around.
Will do, sir.
Please join us. I can't wait for this.
Fan fiction, fan fiction, fan fiction, fan fiction.
Okay, so I really need to know though, like, what's the current media that people get their fanfics from? Is it still ff.net or do people do AO3? AO3, okay.
Combination of AO3 and fanfiction.net.
Oh, okay.
They are both exquisitely, amazingly awkward to go through.
Yes,
Perfect.
very drastically different, I've noticed.
Oh, very much so. Anyways,
Yeah, AO3 I don't go to because it's the same reason I wasn't on Tumblr. I can't read it.
my favorite part of the AO3 system is that there isn't just a drop down for the different genres you get. It's a page with boxes, and the size of the box is how many fanfics with that tag are there.
That's amazing.
So reading through is like a collage of insanity. Speaking of insanity,
Speaking of insanity,
Please.
we are
so we are The Pen is Mightier Than Our Sanity.
2/3 of it specifically.
Yes, 2/3 of it. The other third is works in a school, so she kind of needs sleep.
A little bit, yeah. So we are here to read one of the fan fictions that we like. Now we have been told that we have to be a little bit more restrained, so I have a list of things we are not allowed to say. Starting with,
Settle down. And you roll that back up. I wondered why you wanted that. Okay.
It looks a little small.
So we're going to have a little bit of a content warning here for violence, but it's not against an animal, so we're good.
no animals were
No
harmed in
pets
the.
die. So this is called Deadshot Goes to Blue and Steve's House. By Ultimate Warrior Fan Forever. This is on fanfiction.net. Disclaimer, I do not own anything associated with DC Comics or anything related to Nickelodeon. Anyway, I did this little drabble because I just hate Blue's Clues. If you hate Blue's Clues, well then, you just came to the right place by reading this little priceless gem. Enjoy.
It's the sass that gets me.
It's same.
I mean, this is someone who
You don't get to say your own story's priceless.
you really don't.
A man was busy walking around in a sunny day when all of a sudden, a man with a long-sleeved green shirt popped up from a house's window and started talking to him. "Hi out there, it's me, Steve," Steve shouted to the guy before continuing. "Have you seen Blue, my puppy?" Then all of a sudden, Blue had popped out of a bush, leaving Steve ecstatic. "Well, what are you waiting for? Come on in," Steve said to the figure, who managed to walk down the path that Blue was going. Once Blue had finally entered the house, Steve opened the door and met with the stranger himself. "Hi, welcome to my bang."
Steve, no!
Then all of a sudden, the stranger shot Steve, killing him instantly. A scared and frightened Blue looked up at this. I told you, no animals were harmed here.
Now don't worry, we double checked. Blue is fine.
Yeah, Blue is gonna be fine.
Can I
Steve,
get a
not
spoiler
so
alert
much.
for inanimate objects that are also magical?
I mean, we didn't get that far. He didn't expand on the lore. A scared and frightened Blue looked up at the stranger in fear, but this was no ordinary stranger that Blue was looking up at. The stranger revealed to be none other than Deadshot, who pulled out a pistol from his wrist.
For those who maybe don't know who Deadshot is, but have seen Teen Titans, he's Slade. Slade Wilson,
yeah.
yes.
All right.
No, different.
No, wait,
different.
that would be more fun. All right. With a smirk underneath his vinyl white mask, Deadshot said with such pure aggression, "That's for canceling Invader Zim, you SOB." And then Deadshot left, leaving Blue to cry over his master's sudden demise. As he continued to leave Deadpool,
Wait, now we've got
we're jumping genres.
cinematic universes.
That's genre universe. Deadpool then pulled out a phone and dialed the number right away, leaving the caller to come pick it up and answer it. When he did, Deadshot said to his advisor, "Yeah, I've got good news for you, Mr. Foreman. He won't be bothering you anymore with his crappy ass singing. Make sure you pay me with cold, hard green next time I get to your place. Oh, and tell your wife Kitty I said hi. Yes, it is Red Foreman from That 70s Show. Thank you for asking me." Once the caller nodded right away, Deadshot hung up and smirked to himself right away, saying, "Man, I love my job." Author's note. So, yes, if you're wondering, Mr. Foreman is actually Red from That 70s Show. I can't ever imagine him hiring someone to make a hit out on someone, but since it's my fic and it's about a show I despise, then it's practically all right, LOL. So if you had to ask, this was pretty much a triple crossover between DC Comics, That 70s Show, and Shudder, Blue's Clues. Yeah, I just hate to say that, truth be told. So anyway, read and review if you want to. Until next time, Ultimate Warrior fan forever, signing off. Next time, my gangstas. All right.
So there's a few things to unpack here.
I have a thought.
Tell me your thought.
So, his name is Ultimate Warrior fan forever. Who is Ultimate Warrior?
Ultimate Warrior is a wrestler from the Attitude Era of WWE, circa late 80s, early 90s.
Okay, so it is reasonable to think that this guy is our age.
A little bit older, but yeah, roughly.
He wrote this in 2018.
He did.
So he was actively sitting at his desk, probably at a job, going, Blue's Clues, Blue's Clues. I'm gonna teach him a lesson. Tired of this singing. And I would like to point out that the newest season of Blue's Clues had already been out for a while.
Yeah,
So it's not like it was fresh in the media.
This is a guy whose singular obsession with disliking the show rivals that of Star Wars fans disliking everything that comes after the first Star Wars movie they watched.
Yeah.
I say this as a Star Wars fan, so
Yeah.
I get it.
So that was a taste of some of the content that we do, especially at we have the PG-13 and we have the 18 plus. We normally have a very cursed PowerPoint to show, but we don't have that for this time. But
Yeah.
we appreciate you guys listening to our horrible content. We're sorry for the content.
We're very sorry.
I love that. That's super entertaining.
Oh, it's very entertaining. And of course, we're going to be back next year, and look out at other conventions if we can figure out how to get there.
I mean, really, the only thing I was really offended by was the fact that obviously this person has actually never watched Blue's Clues because they misgendered the dog.
That's fair. But we also do have an email address and an Instagram now. So it's bad_fanfiction_reading on Instagram, and you'll find some reposts of some of the particularly fun slides.
Excellent.
Awesome.
You need to like narrate them while going through Minecraft like they do with the Reddit videos.
So you'd like it to be like, something like Deadshot goes to Blue's house, update. You know.
Yes.
Yes.
This is what I want it to be.
Now it's Magenda's turn.
AITA.
I mean, Ultimate Warrior fan is, but yes. Thank you so much.
Thank you. That was delightful. And I really want to go to the 18 plus version.
Yeah, I do want to attend the 18 plus version. However, if you are younger than Anime Milwaukee, you should be at children's programming. Oh, some of you have been with us all weekend, I can tell.
Yes.
Yes. Yes, you should be at children's programming.
I mean, children's programming looks super wholesome.
It does. I missed out at making soot sprites today. Sadly, I know. I wanted to make some soot sprites.
They were teaching D&D all weekend.
They were teaching D&D all weekend.
I loved like every time I walked into the Hilton, they just had the craft schedule right there, and I'm like, that sounds so relaxing.
Yes.
And scheduled breaks for coloring.
Oh, that's a good idea. You need a little breaky break from your con. You can do some coloring.
Yeah, some R&R. Yes. How'd the rest of your Friday go?
I mean, and then we had the burlesque here.
Yes, we
And
did.
then I also popped off a little bit to the Club Amity, and
Nice.
then got some will intention sleep. Then we had Saturday. Let's talk about Saturday.
Yeah.
We were talking about Friday though.
What?
We did our show Friday.
We did have our show on
I know.
Oh, it's a masquerade here.
Friday. Right.
So, yeah. Well, actually, we helped with the cosplay contest panel first. And then we went to our show,
Yeah.
which we will not spell for all of you. Because
No, we did a stand-up comedy show
Yeah.
on Saturday night or Friday night, but it was 18 plus. And you know, if you are younger than Anime Milwaukee, you cannot attend.
Yes. So close. You're so close.
But Saturday was the big day.
Yeah,
You're
Saturday
right.
was a big day.
Right.
We also had the Tonati animation panel.
Yeah.
Would you like to see the animation they made during that panel?
So we might need to explain to them a little bit about how that panel worked.
Yeah.
But we might have some special people to do that, right?
Yeah, how about we bring up some people to help
Yeah,
explain that?
I think we're gonna need the experts on this.
Sounds like a great plan. Can we get Tonari Animation to come up to the stage?
Yes. Please give them a round of applause, everyone. Welcome.
Hello. I guess we're sharing one. Hello.
Should be on.
Yes.
So why don't you go ahead and just start off and introduce yourselves to the audience for those who have not met you before.
Yeah, sure. he
Go for it.
makes me do the intros because I have a less monotone voice than he does. But I'm Belle, and this is Jarrett and Linnea. We are animators from Japan. We work at a company called Tonari Animation, which he is the founder and CEO of. We are animators. We do different types of things during the animation production, but we've worked on a lot of shows that many of you are cosplaying or that you really, really love. I worked on 3 episodes of Boruto, I worked on Akiba Maid War, and then more recently I worked on 100 Girlfriends Who Really, Really Love You as an animation supervisor.
And yesterday our credits came out on Blue Exorcist, if anyone's watching that.
Oh yeah, the new season of Blue Exorcist we worked on, so you should see our names in the credits on that one too.
So if you weren't there at our panel, what we did is we took an animation from storyboarding all the way through the rough key animation stage, and I think did they show it?
Let's play that now.
It's on its way.
Actually,
There
first
it
you
is.
started with
Yeah, the
these-
storyboards
Yeah,
here.
these
So I
storyboards.
drew these storyboards, and then right after that, we passed it off to Belle, and Belle did the animation. And then while Belle was doing the animation, Linnea was doing the supervision drawings. So we wanted to draw Freerin because we wanted to animate on Freerin, and we didn't get to, so we just did it for the panel.
Yeah, it was a
Freeman's
really
really cool character.
a fun and interesting experiment. I don't think we've ever animated that fast before. We're expected to go pretty fast, but we were only able to do like a 3-frame looped animation from scratch. And I think it looks pretty good. It looks like free rent, so I
For
feel
1
like-
hour?
For 1 hour, pretty good.
Normally it takes, to get to this part, it takes to this level like 4 hours.
Yeah,
So-
typically. It also is stressful having an audience, and he was playing as the director for the scene, so he was telling me how to change things while I was animating in front of an audience, and it's just like, ah! So.
And never animate next to the director.
Yeah, it was pretty stressful. What was like doing like the supervision?
Well, I had like maybe 10 minutes to do it, so, you know, it's okay.
Yeah, but you got the
It's
face.
fine. I did my best.
Looks like Freerin.
All right, cool. As long as it looks enough like her, then I'm happy. All right, here you go.
And then on Sunday, I actually dashed off to your panel on the anime industry in Japan. Yeah, can you explain a little bit for me how anime is produced differently in Japan versus, say, Hollywood?
Yeah, so it's really, really different all across the board. Every single position in anime is different than what you would expect from the Western industry. Basically, one example that you're mentioning was interesting was anime is financed by production committees, which is something that people don't really know about. Basically, rights holders of manga and music companies, they all come in and invest on anime, and that's how they're the ones kind of deciding which anime gets made, and they're really making decisions based on like manga sales, for example. So if you guys are buying like printed manga, it's probably better if you want that manga to become an anime, buy the printed manga because they use those metrics to get the animes going. So
Yeah, I've noticed it's very rare to see an anime original versus something that's adapted from manga or visual novel or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, they kind of need that evidence that there's a big audience, that it'll be successful, because the production committees, it's just like an investment to them. So if it doesn't look like it's going to be successful, they're not interested.
Yeah, so if you want a manga made just into an anime, like tell your friends to buy the printed copy, and that'll actually directly influence what anime gets made. So.
And this is one of the slides that you showed that really caught my eye. The pitch document works fundamentally differently.
Yeah,
How do you pitch anime?
So pitching in anime is very different from the way we do it in America. Pitching is ordered by production committees. So like if you have an idea for an anime, like the only way that you can get your idea up is if you're already in the industry. The committees order pitches from anime studios. So if you want to get involved in like on that side of anime production, you have to either be an animator or producer or director already. They don't really take pitches from outside the industry.
Yeah, this is a scan of the Code Geass pitch deck. It basically just has some information about the world, and then the characters, and then the designs that I think were done by Clamp. Sorry, jet lag.
Yeah, they decided Clamp was going to be the designers for Code Geass because the Clamp's manga was really popular around that time. So that's why they got to design all the characters for it.
All right, thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. Very cool. Right.
Do you want to pitch our sponsors really briefly?
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Let's talk about sponsors.
We love sponsors because we could not have this convention without sponsors.
First, our Masquerade sponsors.
Absolutely. So if you are not familiar with Arta Wigs, they are one of the premium cosplay wig companies in the United States. They are actually out of Chicago. They have been around since 2009. So they're kind of like the OGs of like true cosplay wigs.
Yes, like wigs specifically for cosplay in America. Yeah,
Yes.
I would say so.
So they are frequently the go-to for your competitive cosplayers, who are the people that you see in the Masquerade. And if you are not familiar with what the Masquerade is, that is a competition where the people on stage actually have to make their costumes from scratch.
Yep.
So they do all of the crafting, the sewing, the detail work, everything you see on stage for the most part, they have to make.
Yep.
And then they get judged by a panel of qualified judges to decide who gets to win.
Yes, but Arta in particular has a wide variety of different colors, which is obviously very important for anime hair. And they also carry larger wig caps. Their standards kind of like now, they used to have a small and a large, but now their standard's pretty much like a 23-inch, which is
I have
great.
to take all of mine in because I have a
Yes.
child's head. I guess I should go to children's programming.
You should go to children's programming. But for those of us with, larger nuggets or thick hair, or a lot of hair, it's definitely nice to have those options available, or just even like the lower hairline in the front of the back.
Great.
So yeah, great quality product and semi-local to here, so yeah, that's nice. On top of Arta, our other sponsors, so much more is out of Acacia. They actually carry the largest selection of thread in Wisconsin, which is great. You just missed them if you hadn't seen them in the dealer's hall. They were in D6 and 7, up in the dealer's room, along with Bernina USA, who is a very high quality Swiss company that makes sewing machines. So they were actually doing demonstrations all weekend for sewing and embroidery machines that they carry through their store. And they've got classes and technical support, anything that you need essentially to go along with your machine. So much more is there for you. So if you're in the market, definitely go give them a visit. But together, So Much More and Bernina actually donated 2 sewing machines for winners of our cosplay contest. So Burnett is one of Bernina's lines, and that's their more budget-friendly line, which obviously we like to spend our money on things like cosplay, and anime swag, and going to cons, and that can be expensive. So the fact that there is a budget line available from a great manufacturer with a huge reputation is awesome. So our best masters got a Burnett B38 sewing machine valued at $999.
But wait, there's more.
But wait, there's more.
Because Best in Show got the exclusive Yaya Han Edition B79, which is valued at $2,500, but then also got the exclusive design package that comes with that.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
definitely would not be able to have that kind of great pricing available
No,
if not
absolutely.
for Bernita and so much more. So definitely appreciate that.
So we had a few other sponsors as well, and a classic for any dealer's room is Right Stuff Anime. So if you haven't heard of Right Stuff, this is the largest anime-specific retail and distribution company in North America. They currently offer around 22,000 products, so you can find them at rightstuffanime.com. I mean, we used to get stuff from Right Stuff like, what, early-ish 2000s?
Yes. One year we actually took a Right Stuff physical catalog because this is back
Oh,
when
yes,
you bought
the
things out of catalogs.
You used to buy things out of a catalog. So a catalog, for those of you that are younger than Anime Milwaukee,
Yes.
is a book with pictures.
It looks like a magazine kind of.
It's like a magazine, and you would order things out of it.
Yes. And I know
Yeah.
you would sometimes had to go to a physical store and you would make your order and they would ship it to that store, not your house.
That's true, they would do that.
Yes.
Yeah, we live in better times now,
Yes.
trust me.
But Right Stuff, one year for Christmas, we actually just passed the Right Stuff anime catalog around the house and everybody picked what they wanted and that was Christmas.
That was fun.
It was
back
good.
in the day.
Yeah, it was good.
So another dealer is Arsenic and Cyanide, which is a brand located in California. So they are known for the acrylic hats with the big letters on them.
I thought I saw a
seen
couple
those
in the
around?
audience. Hold them up.
Do you
if
see
got
any?
'em.
Oh, there's one.
Yeah.
There's one. Yes. Yes, so that is what they are most known for. So these type of hats are inspired by anime and street fashion, Japanese fashion, K-pop. But they do offer other types of accessories, other apparel. You'll find them all over the country. So definitely check out their products. Those hats have been a staple for many, many, many years at conventions. I know I own one somewhere.
And then of course, everybody knows.
Everybody
Wild
knows this
Bill.
one.
Wild Bill.
Well, Bill.
How many got your Wild Bill
Yeah.
signs? Yeah.
Woo!
Yep. Gourmet sodas.
Delicious, delicious soda.
Yes.
From Wild Bill's.
Yeah.
If you do not know, they are known for their vintage sodas, particularly their root beer. They are set up at vendor halls, all over the Midwest. We catch them a lot.
Yeah.
Their product is delicious. You should go check it out.
Yes, we can thank some of our sponsors for helping put on this convention, but especially we have the attendees to thank for putting on this convention. Did you know we sold out of single-day badges Friday and Saturday?
What?
Yes. Friday was by 3 p.m. and Saturday was by 12:45.
Wow.
Sold out of single day badges.
Impressive.
So, yeah. So give yourselves a nice little pat on the back.
Very
Good job,
Good
guys.
job. Good job.
And to tell us a little bit more about that, we have some of our executives from the convention who would like to tell you about our attendance.
Let's bring them on.
Anime Milwaukee, what's up?
Woo!
Come on now, you can do better than that. I know it's Sunday.
There we go.
I know it's late, but I want to hear you. Come on, how you feel?
You guys wouldn't have a con without them, so make sure you keep it going.
Perfect. So we want to give you a couple of statistics about Anime Milwaukee, just to let you know how we did this weekend. As you know, registration actually fell a little short on badges this weekend, which is a great problem to have because it shows our growth. Our total attendance this year was 17,250 people.
Woo! That's all you guys. That is absolutely all you guys. We did not do that. That is you. So thank you.
Yeah, we want to thank everybody that came out this weekend. I hope that you all had a blast. We've got great stuff in store for next year as well. And we want to let you know that our dates for next year are March 7th through 9th. And if you are anxious to get a start, registration is already open on our website. So you can actually register today. I'm going to save the theme for next year for an announcement that's coming up, but I think you'll be pleasantly surprised with that as well. So, everybody, thanks a lot. We definitely appreciate you, and we're looking forward to seeing you next year.
Thank you. 17.
What a number! Wow.
Yeah. Awesome.
That is really awesome.
Yeah. It's good stuff. How does it compare?
How does it compare, Austin, to last year's numbers?
That's significantly up.
Sweet!
Yeah.
Good job! Yes!
Gold star.
Good job.
Yeah.
So, Luke, can you shrink the size on that text a bit? So what things are you excited for in 2024, particularly in anime? Anything you're excited for?
Ooh. Now you're gonna make me like think.
Dad,
Ooh.
Mom showed me how to put it back.
What are you guys excited for? Shout out something.
Anime!
So, yeah.
Oh yeah, more Demon
we-
Slayer, yes.
It,
Of course! A classic.
I am very happy that your favorite isekai is returning for another season. And yes, by that I mean all of them. We have Konosuba 3 reincarnated as a Slime 3, Slime 300 Part 2. Mushoku Tensei 2 Part 2, Is It Wrong to Try to Pick Up Girls in a Dungeon 5, Sword Art Online, Alternative Gun Gale Online 2, and ReZero.
That is a lot of music.
I need you to say that 3 times fast.
No.
I still need to watch the one that's about a vending machine. Has anyone seen this? Yes? Like, never in my life did I see that coming. But I need to know. I need to know how this works.
It's a formula that works. It never
It
gets
is.
old.
I mean, the isekai formula works. They are typically very good shows. I mean, I never thought that Is It Wrong to Try to Pick Up Girls in a Dungeon was going to be nearly as good as it actually is. Because it's fantastic if you haven't watched it. It's also like one of my favorite anime names ever. It just goes on forever. It's great.
I'm also very excited. Next quarter, Spice and Wolf is getting a remake. Do you have any Spice and Wolf fans out there? Oshinoko resumes next quarter, I think. And
believe
Dungeon
so.
Meshi will be continuing through next quarter as well. All things I would be watching. I think also on the schedule I was looking through are some new adaptations. We have As a Reincarnated Aristocrat, I'll use my appraisal skill to rise in the world. Can you guess what genre that is? That's coming from the light novel adapted by Studio Mother next quarter.
You know the red one?
Yeah.
I love how long these names get.
Well, I mean, at some point, all the names are going to be taken. So
That's true, so they just have to keep adding
making
letters to
them
make it a
longer.
new show, right? Yes, exactly. The title will literally just be the show because it needs to be that long.
Maybe they use like a boggle and then just like pick. They're like, all right, these words.
Oh, yeah, we're gonna roll.
How do I put all of these words in
roll
one
for
title?
words, we're gonna play Boggle until we figure out a title. That would be a fun panel. Let's play Boggle until we figure out an anime title.
I love it. And then we have to come up with a plot.
That'd be
And
great.
our sales pitch
That should happen.
and our merchandising.
Does anyone
Yeah,
here follow a
merchandise.
manga called Kaiju Number 8?
Oh.
That's getting an anime adaptation next quarter as well from Production IG.
Oh, that sounds fun.
I really just need the English release of the new Sailor Moon movie.
I know. It's not here yet.
And I need to go buy Final Fantasy VII Rebirth.
Yes. Yes, you do.
And one more I'm looking forward to because I always like it when studios decide to make an original work. PA Works is coming out with Mayonaka Punch, an anime original. It's a comedy about two YouTubers, I suppose, who just stream videos all day.
That could be fun, though.
Yeah, so looking forward to that too.
Yeah, that sounds interesting.
Yeah, and very briefly, I wanted to describe what Anime Milwaukee means to me. So, like last year, right after I got out, one of my friends I met here took me out to one of the local rock climbing gyms, and I came up with this idea because of a very mediocre anime called Sport Climbing Girls. Thoroughly mediocre, but nonetheless, it piqued my interest. So I joined a local climbing gym. You can see me there.
Impressive.
But wait, there's more. A place further than universe, one of thoroughly good show, a nice mix of slice of life and adventure. I didn't go to Antarctica, but I decided to pick up. I had a conference in Japan, which normally I would call into, but I decided, I think I'll take a second job and actually just fly out here and spend another 2 weeks. And sort of like the main character in this show, I didn't actually put together a schedule until I landed. I had no hotel rooms booked in advance, and that worked out about as well as you might expect. But also like the main characters in the first episode, who took a bad photo of Mount Fuji, I managed to sit on the correct side of the Shinkansen and get a nice photo there. Also tour around Akihabara, if you know this shot from Steins Gate. You recognize the stairs? Yeah.
Recognize it, yeah.
Trying my best to find hotels to check in. Sometimes it didn't work out so well, but this is a nice resort I found after a few hours of walking around to find who had a vacancy. And then also, if you're familiar with the animator from Nichijo, yeah? Had an actual exhibit open where you could actually flip through his original art books, penned in his own hand. Yeah,
That's cool.
And they had so some of these shows, I won't credit with telling me to do this, but yeah, and then there's Yudo Camp, obviously, so that sort of made me realize that I can actually, so in the middle of summer, I went out with a friend and to Teton, the Grand Teton, and we went there. And I went there solo, like Rin, right? And then finally, just a few days ago, has anyone seen this one? Do It Yourself, that's right. Again, another friend I made here in Milwaukee. I came here a week early. I actually live in Phoenix. So he suggested, well, why don't we go blacksmithing, right? And so we made this coat hanger, I guess, which I forged myself. That took about an hour or so. But I guess the point all here is not only the shows I've watched have influenced various parts of my life, but also the friends I've been able to make here. That's like, having someone, it's not just the act of watching a show and saying, I want to do that. Having a friend group who can actually take you out and do these things is critical. So that's why we encourage you to, if you've made a friend during this convention, please, by all means, make a plan to go see a movie or something else between now and the next convention. And that's how we really grow this community and
Yeah, I mean, friendship is ultimately the most important thing that you get from convention going. Ash and I are on our 25th year of cosplay and convention going this year. Yes, we're a lot older than we look. But I would say that the greatest thing we've gotten in 25 years is all the friends that we've made.
Yeah. I thought you were going to say something sappy like each other.
I mean, that's also true. We met backstage doing masquerades in the early 2000s.
Yes.
And we're still friends.
Yeah, we're still friends.
To this day. Yeah, right?
Yeah. That's
Right,
rare.
but-
Think about all your friendships that you used to have that you don't have anymore.
But that's the thing is when you're at con, you're with your people, right?
all the time.
You know that everyone out here probably has something in common with you, right? Whether it be anime or cosplay or liking D&D or liking to go to children's programming. But there's gonna be someone in this room that you can connect with, and that is the true joy of attending a convention.
You guys all have something in common for the simple fact that you're in this room right now.
Exactly.
Which means you all have something to talk about.
Who made a new friend this weekend? Look at that!
Yes!
Me too!
Absolutely.
Me too! Every time we go, we make new friends.
Yes.
And every time we come back, particularly to Wisconsin, the Wisconsin community is special to our hearts. Yeah. We've been with you guys a long time. We've been in and out of the Wisconsin community for 10 years. We used to go to like Dice Show in the old days and you know that Geek Con. Yeah?
R.I.P.
Yeah, and we get to watch our baby cosplayers grow through the years during the masquerade. And we get to strengthen friendships we already have, but we get to make new ones.
Yeah. And you just pick up like it was yesterday.
But you all are probably our favorite attendee group, the Wisconsin Con community, just saying. You all have just like a joyous energy that hasn't been matched. Exactly.
But yeah, so, you know, when we leave here, it's not goodbye.
It's not goodbye.
It's until next time.
We'll just see you next time.
Which could be sooner rather than later.
It could, depending on what cons you're going to.
Yeah, or, you know, what plans you make with the person sitting next to you.
That's true. Go see an anime, like Austin said.
I also think you made a comment about the looking through the art books, and
Yeah.
I realized while you're talking about that, I'm like, that's going to be potentially a lost like art form soon. I mean, because so many people are doing digital now instead of hand drawing, that those physical like sketchbooks where people, you know, by hand did their coloring with, you know, traditional media are going to be obsolete at some point because everything's going digital. So they're doing it with tablets instead, and tablet pens instead of ink or pencils. And it's a little sad.
It is a little sad.
Yeah.
Brief tangent. A couple of years ago, I got the chance to flip through a giant binder of some of the original Ghibli artworks.
Ooh.
The man that did not retire, by the way.
I was just a sobbing mess for 30 minutes looking at like the original Kappa's drawing. It just not only, you know, having like a physical connection to it, but also realizing that they don't do it like this anymore.
Exactly.
It's like a piece of history almost that you're looking
Back in our day, they had to walk 100 miles in the snow with their sketchbooks to make their anime uphill both ways.
All right, let's talk about 2025.
Let's do it. Who's excited for 2025? Do we have any guesses on what the theme might be?
Who can come up and tell us what the theme might be?
Anyone out there got any guesses?
I think we need some guesses.
Let's call back up to the stage.
Tacos!
Tacos?
I heard tacos. Cats! Yes! Fortnite. Okay, could be.
So, would you like to tell
Dancing
us?
Queen?
Doggies?
No, cat guess.
So there's a couple things you guys have yelled out that might go well with this theme, but we have some people who have the inside knowledge right here.
Yeah, so
Yes.
it was an interesting challenge to adapt the characters that are the mascots of Anime Milwaukee from a sci-fi style, like with robots and things like that, into cottagecore. So, yeah.
How
So-
cute are they?
So this is an illustration I did as the key art for next year, and they're he's very excited about this very impressive mushroom. So yeah, it was really fun getting to design her dress. I really like J fashion, so it just kind of fit right in with the things I like to draw. And the cat and dog there are now not robots, they're like wooden golems.
I like the frog the most on
Yeah,
the
the-
bottom right. They're very good.
The frog wants to have a little drink of water.
So you can look forward to that in 2025. As Chris King mentioned earlier, registration is open now. So you can go scan that code.
There's a cat! There's a cat, everyone! A cat! Cat guest! Cat guest! Cat guest! Cat guest! It's been all weekend. It's our fault.
This is fine.
There were cats in the guest videos, but they weren't physically here.
Yes. We were
I
teased.
know.
We saw them at opening ceremonies, and they were adorable.
I know, so we want cat guests, but now we have one.
Yeah.
Right there.
So these were
Yes.
drawn by Linnea. She
Hi.
actually, if you want to talk about what you do and why you did this style.
So, yeah, I was asked to do the chibis, and you gave me the character designs, and they were very cute. Especially, I like the girl. She's very cute, and the frog, who I included as well, because they're very important to me. And yes, they were a lot of fun to draw, so thanks for the opportunity. I appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you. And thanks everyone for coming to our panels, by the way, if you came. They
Yes,
were
thank
lots
you
of
for
fun.
coming. It was a lot of fun.
Thank you.
And everybody buy merch next year, because it'll be of our drawings, and that would make me very happy.
Yes, buy the merch.
Yes! Merchandise of the cat guest.
We'll see you in 2025. Thank you, Anime Milwaukee.
The feedback form for 2024 is online, so please be sure to let us know what your thoughts were.
And we hope to see you next year. Have a great rest of your con, friends.
Thanks, guys.